And we're in the garden this morning. Good morning, Dabney. Welcome back.
What do you mean good morning? With the weather forecast like that, golly, you're killing me.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, a lot of people over the last couple of weeks have been getting some flowers, some plants. I've seen all the garden centers doing it. So what do we have to do now?
Yep. Well, we got to think spring and keep moving ahead. And of course, this is a good time of year for cool weather color, which I brought a couple of things along, such as this primrose.
Okay.
And I don't know if we can get that. There we go. And you know, these are a cool weather perennial, and they do great. So there's lots of spring color out there that you can put in the garden. Of course, you probably have lost a few of your pansies this winter because it has been a colder winter. We can go ahead and replace those. And keep in mind too, folks, that the snow doesn't hurt our plants because that actually acts as an insulation. It's the cold wind that we have when we don't have something on it, such as ice or snow.
It's those hard freezes that really kill it. It's
exactly.
Not so much snow. Okay.
Exactly.
Good to know.
Also, as far as in the garden, you know, it's time to get out and get the garden tilled up. I brought a lettuce bowl along. This is something you can set on your patio. Just keep in mind that if you have it out on the deck and it's going to be cold, set it down on the ground. But as long as it's close to the ground, you'll be okay. Also, remember, when you're planting your spring garden, you want to, when you till the soil, I always like to mix in some compost in the spring, some lime, and per 100 square feet do about 5 pounds of lime and do maybe about 100 pounds of compost, or if you're buying bags of compost, you're looking maybe about 6 cubic foot. In most bags come 1 or 2 cubic foot. But that will give you a good mix to rebuild your ground back up, rejuvenate it, you might say. And then, of course, as far as fertilizing, I prefer to fertilize as we plant. Just get the lime, the organic matter in there. And then, of course, as far as planting now, lettuce, broccoli, potatoes, peas, these type things can be now planted into the garden.
Okay, great. We have a caller this morning, Ida in Virginia Beach. Good morning. What's your question for Dabney?
Yes, hi. I have a brown thumb, and my mom could raise anything. And I want to know what I would be able to plant right outside my house that would last a long time, maybe in a yellow color that would be pretty.
Well, pansies would, as far as something low border-wise, pansies would be the best right now, and they're going to last till May or June, depending on how much sun you're getting. If you get the afternoon sun, you're probably good to about the end of May. If you're getting morning sun in that exposure, then they're going to last to about mid-June. As we get later into say April or so, then we can plant some of our summer color border plants, such as marigolds are real great. If you're looking more into a shrub type plant, then you're probably looking at some of your deciduous plants like forsythia. But the problem with the deciduous plants, they lose the leaves during the winter. So that you may want to use the evergreens to the back and put the border color. That way at the front of your house, you always got something green to break the lines.
All right, great. We have another caller, Richard from Newport News. Good morning. What's your question?
Good morning, Dabney. I'd like to ask you about the tomato rot, the rot that comes on the tomato in the season. How can I prevent that from happening this year?
One of the primary reasons we get that, and I'm assuming we're talking about the bottom of the tomato turning black, that's due to too wet and a calcium deficiency. So when you plant your tomatoes end of April or May, always keep in mind, put 1 cup of lime under each plant, and that should take care of the problem.
All right, well, we heard it from Dabney. If you want tomatoes, plant them at the end of April and into May. Not right now.
No,
it's too
start
early.
to seed now indoors, but the plants, we just can't put them out for
it is too early. Obviously, we have snow in the forecast. If you missed anything that Dabney talked about, we're going to have it on our website, wavy.com, later on today, and we'll also check another look at that forecast and news after the break.